Hello, this is your favorite biology teacher, Miss Tim. Today we are having pollination in flowering plants. Pollination is defined as the transfer of matured pollen grains from the anther of a flower to the mature stigma of the same flower or another flower of the same plant or closely related species. We have two types of pollination. We have the cross-pollination and we have the self-pollination. Cross-pollination is the transfer of pollen from the male reproductive organ, which is the anther of one plant, to the female reproductive organ, which is the stigma of another plant. While self-pollination involves the transfer of pollen grain, from the anther of a flower to the stigma of the same flower or another flower of the same plant. What you should know about cross-pollination and self-pollination is this. Cross-pollination takes place not in the same flower, but it can be in the same plant or another plant, but not in the same flower. The anther and stigma must have different location. So the differences between cross-pollination and self-pollination is in the location. Self-pollination, both the anther and the stigma must occur, must be in the same flower for self-pollination to occur. But in cross-pollination, they must be from different plants or different flowers, even if it might be of same plants. Let's look at agents of pollination. The agents of pollination are also known as pollinators, and these pollinators assist in the transfer of pollen grains. Pollinators include insects, wind, and water. We have two major agents of pollination. These two major agents of pollination are insects and wind. Now, how are we going to know flowers that are pollinated by insects? Flowers that are pollinated by insects are usually brightly colored. They possess scent. They have nectar, nectary fluid. They have their pollen grains are rough and sticky. And examples include beautiful flowers like the pride of Barbados, flamboyant flowers, the rose flowers, the sunflowers, all attractive, colorful flowers with colorful petals. They are examples of insect-pollinated flower. Why the wind-pollinated flower? The flowers that are characterized to be wind-pollinated include flowers that have dull color, like the maize flowers. And these flowers don't have scents. They are not really attractive. They don't have nice fragrance. And they don't have nectar. They also have so many pollen grains, as you can see here. They have so much pollen grains. Like these maize plants I have over here, they have so much pollen grains, and just their pollen grains are not sticky. Examples is maize flower, guinea grass, wheat flower, and all that. Now, with what you've done, I want you to solve the following classwork. What is pollination? Which of the following is an agent of pollination? Which of the following is not a characteristic of insect-pollinated flower? Solve the classwork and get back to me. Then solve this assignment. This is like a practical assignment. Get a guinea grass flower and sunflower. Observe the differences between the two flowers and write down your observation. Explain the differences between pollination and fertilization. Thank you for listening. I still remain Dim Choma.